Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Wally Gator, IBEW, Local Union 136, Birmingham, Alabama, down here in Jacksonville, Florida. I have this channel up to show you travelers or wannabe travelers or just the curious how I do this traveling as a union electrician. This is Jacksonville, Florida, end of March 2022. I am down here at the River Walk. This is the riverside area, St. John's River. And this is right down here by the Florida Blue building. If you find it, you can find this River Walk down here for the St. John's River. This is the building I've been working on. And what I want to talk about today is queen for a day. I was queen for the weekend. Our normal foreman wouldn't be here. So I was appointed after all the other local brothers were asked if they wanted to be foreman for the weekend. They declined it, so I took it. So when our normal foreman asked me did I want it, I said, ask the local brothers first. That's how you do that. The locals get the first choice. If they don't want it, then a traveler can take it. So I said, yeah, I'll do it for the weekend. I said, is there more pay? And he said, because I was about to say no. And he said, I said, how about give me 2 more hours per day? He said, all right, we can do that. And I think what it is it either they don't know how to do it or it confuses everybody and back at the office and the time's wrong and all that. So they're like, hey, just add 2 hours to his time each day. So that'd be 4 extra hours this weekend. 8 hours we worked Saturday. Supposedly 8 hours on Sunday. But guess what? As we're getting ready to go to lunch, the text went across and said, hey, we're leaving early. Tell me Jacksonville ain't pretty. Yeah, the text said, hey, we're leaving early, pack up your stuff and let's get out of here. Not enough people here today. This is at lunchtime. So yeah, we were kind of ticked off about it. So we went down there and all the foremen, superintendents were all standing there to greet us as we get signed out. And so I went ahead and asked, hey, are we getting paid for all day? We getting paid for this time? We didn't take lunch and it's now 12:30. We're gonna get paid for lunch. And they all were kind of just speechless. They didn't know what to say because I guess they don't know yet until they go through their meetings and figure all this out. With us 4 guys there that were in there working, being productive. We got some stuff done. And now they're sending us home. You know, this job's behind. I mean, what the heck? So what that kind of reminded me of was a long time ago. Not a long time ago. It's been a few years. We were all out deer hunting. We went to a restaurant for lunch. And we ran up on the game warden. He was there for lunch. And so we had some questions about hunting over corn. Back then it had to be 100 yards away from you and you could not see it. Otherwise you're illegal. So my dad asked him a few questions about this, and after going back and forth about it, well, if you can't see it, but it's less than 100 yards, why is that illegal and all that? Finally the game warden said, look y'all, it's like this. Y'all are the wolves. The deer are the sheep. I am the sheepdog. I'm here to protect the sheep. So today when we got run out of there early, it reminded me of that story about the wolves, the sheep, and the sheepdog. So I looked at it like this. I said, yeah, us journeyman electricians, apprentices, putting in the work, we're all the wolves. We're the wolves on the job site. The money is the sheep. The superintendents, and a lot of times the foremen, are the sheepdogs. The sheepdog's interest is to protect the money. Foreman's job is to protect the money. Superintendents make this job efficient and make money for the company. And us, all the workers, we're the wolves. We're after the sheep. The men here, we're after the money. So after being temporary foreman, or queen for the weekend, queen for a day, while the regular foreman was out, it made me realize something, because I took it with pride and wanted to do a good job, and so I got all the men laid out on the project, walked them through it thoroughly, where they had no questions. They knew exactly what to do. We went and looked at another floor that the same thing had been run. They had a conduit run. It had been run on a different floor. We went and looked and see how they did it, where they messed up what we thought ours should look like if we did it a little bit better than that one. And we looked everything over thoroughly. Then they went down, and them men put the work in. They did it, buddy. They made it look good and nice and just like you would want it. I made sure they had all the material, everything they needed. I even did the minor work, which was strapping it up as they run the conduit. Out of these boxes, there's some different brackets for mounting. I didn't let that slow them down. I jumped in there and did the brackets so that they could just keep on trucking on. At the end of today, we had that floor done. We were ahead of our own schedule, and then at lunchtime we'll get pulled out of there. So the guys looked at me and said, "Man, we like working for you. We like it when you're in charge, when you're the queen for a day." And I told them the story about the sheep and the sheepdogs and the wolves, and I said, "You know what that makes me? Not a sheepdog." Still a wolf. Look at this building. This is going to be the global headquarters. This is the FIS building, the new FIS building. Yeah, it's funny. You'll have them foremen that swear they're still a wolf. They're still one of you. They're still one of you. If they're permanent foreman and they're always a foreman, they're a sheepdog. They're not a wolf. Don't let them lie to you. You can let them lie to you, but you know better. Ha! Yeah, this is a 12-story building, this FIS. Global headquarters. So yeah, when you're temporary foreman, queen for the day, a lot of times it's best to get them laid out real good. Make sure they got all the material. Go be getting the material if they need it. Doing the little stuff, like putting the brackets on, being able to answer questions. Don't bird dog them. Help them out. We were doing this on 2 different floors. 5 and 6. I had guys on both floors, and I was up and down the stairs, but I loved it. It was pretty fun, actually. Almost made me want to be a foreman, then I thought better. I'll just be queen for a day here and there. Of course, I've been foreman. I've run a service truck. I've had people working under me. It reminded me of another foreman we had. His name was Wofford. Some people are better at being foreman than the actual electrician. He told us one time, he said, early on in my career, they told me I'd make a better foreman than I would electrician. As he was sitting there one day trying to see if he could do something. He was our foreman. He said, let me jump in there and see if I can do that still. He hadn't done stuff like that in years and years. And he did it. He put the work in right there, but just to see if he could still do it. But yeah, he wasn't all that good at it, so he was the kind of guy that you didn't mind him being foreman because he knew his stuff. Usually I'm up right about there in the morning when I take pictures and stuff of this view out here. So yeah, you young guys who are going to be foremans one day, just remember, have your guys' material and keep up with their time. Because I got a feeling this time's going to be messed up since we clocked out at 12:30 instead of 2:30 today. We didn't take lunch because we got told to come on down, pack everything up, so they better have it right or else. But anyway, you young guys who want to be foreman one day, that's what you do. Keep up with their time and have the material and stay out of the way. I think that's enough rambling for now. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. I'll tell you one more quick thing. The best thing to remember is when you're putting in this stuff and there's inspectors inspecting it, know the code. Study this stuff, read up on it as you're an apprentice and you run across something. Look it up in the code book. Look it up on your phone. I know you guys are always on your phone anyway. Look it up and you'll see the answer and you'll learn all about it right there and then. I look up stuff on the code and while I'm at break or lunch a lot of times, look it up, something I don't understand, or maybe my apprentice asked me and I didn't have a good answer for. I'll look it up on break and lunch and show him what article and all that, because our inspector that time, he said if you just do it according to code, it won't be no problems. You ain't got to try to hide nothing from me or skip or figure you'll do later. Just do it up to code or better. Everything will work itself out. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Down here in Jacksonville, Florida. All you brothers and sisters have a good, safe day, weekend. Be careful, look out for your apprentices. Apprentices, look out for your journeymen. Y'all be good. Later.